28th, 2025. And this is the day that I get to hook up with my partner, Kayaetta. Day clean, Kayaetta. How you doing?
Day clean. I'm well. How are you, Kathy?
Doing well, and excited that we are getting ready to share some expansion on what Pastor Dan talked about yesterday. Boy, I tell you, he set it on fire, didn't he?
Well, you sure did.
He was
Watching out
talking
for them.
watch out for them. And look here, we all got some thems in our family and our friend circle, don't we?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we
We
do.
all got some thems. So I want you to kick us off, Kayada.
Absolutely. So, Kathy, I just love where we are right now with all the momentum. We're on fire. We're excited about the expansion, about uncharted territory, right? But we both know that the real challenge isn't just about selling the 7 days and the 21 days and selling our products, right?
Right.
It's really about staying focused when people around them don't share the same vision,
Mm.
right? And people
Yeah, that's
around
hard.
you don't share, we talk
That is
we're
so
talking
hard.
about right, we're talking about them, right?
Right. That's so true. You know, some of the biggest distractions come dressed up as I'm concerned about you, or, I'm just being realistic about your choices in your life. That's why I'm telling you, go get a real job. We, we really do have to equip our people on how to handle that type of energy, right?
Exactly. So let's give them 5 power moves they can use when someone's being unsupportive, starting with the one we've been using ourselves, which is like the vision filter.
Okay, yeah, they really, people need to ask themselves, a kind of family, you need to really ask yourself, when you're around them, does this person share my vision? Next, you need to ask yourself, have they built what I want to build? Okay, if you at the cookout was Monday, right? You at the cookout and you're at the house where the cookout is, and you're looking around and you're going, man, I want mine to be like this, or yeah, if I had this much land, I'd be doing such and such, or I can't believe we hold a cookout over here every year. When we could do it. You know what I mean? So have they built what I want to build? And then thirdly, will listening to them move me forward or backward? If the answer is no, then they need to mentally unsubscribe from that input. Let me repeat that. Ask yourself, do they share your vision? Ask
Hmm.
yourself, have they built what I want to build? And will listening to them move me forward or backward? And if the answer is no, then you need to mentally unsubscribe from their input. Woo wee. And you know how hard that is to do with family and friends, right?
Hmm. And I think, when you're talking about sharing your vision or you're standing for what it is that you want, your goals, your ideas, and you're going after those things and you're committed, it kind of comes with the territory. Most people are afraid to really fight for what it is that they want, right? They'll rally around someone else, but not really have the courage to stand out and step out for what it is that they want for them, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so I think about the scripture Matthew 7:6 that says, um, here's one version that says, "Don't feed your pearls to swine." Right? Do not give what is holy to dogs, and do not throw your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn again and rend you. Uh, when you're sharing your vision, you're building a business and you're sharing your vision with people, you should really only share that with people that God has laid on your heart to carry it with you, right? Or walk that out with you. So you really want to be protective and not even really waste time with people who are not like minded with you. So when you're talking about having a mind shift, right, you got to understand that not every opinion is qualified to guide your direction.
Ooh,
Like,
we.
in fact, even when it comes to leadership, for me, there's a certain qualification that you must have for me to really fall up under your leadership, right? There's a certain expectation. So you want to be careful of the people. Someone said your ears. Go to Myron. Say your ears is like a wound, right? It's like a wound. So you want to protect what you hear, right?
Ooh,
Because
we.
what you hear, it enters your body and you carry that thing. So you want to watch what you're carrying, know what it is that you want, and be committed to that and don't waver. What you think about that?
Oh my God, there was so much in that. Like a womb. Did you say the ear is like a womb, sister? My Lord. Because you
Yes.
are so right. You really have to watch what you are hearing, what you allow to get into your headspace. And I love how
Yes.
you said that not every opinion is qualified to
Mm,
guide your direction. What?
mm-mm.
Because
Not at
see,
all.
the thing is that when we're around people that we care about and they give an opinion, regardless, let's just be real, Kayaetta. We take their opinion to heart because we care about them and we want them to see what we see in our vision, right? So
Right, right.
you saying that not every opinion is qualified to guide your direction. Yes, you can share your opinion with me, but I have to watch how
Mm-hmm.
I take it in so that I don't take it as guidance. I can note
Yeah,
it. I note your,
yeah,
I got it. I
yeah.
understand you don't like this. I understand you don't
Right.
understand it. I
Mm-hmm.
know you, but I'm not going to take that internally. Kayaetta, that was powerful. So, we just got to remind them, create distance, not drama. What?
Yeah,
Create
yeah,
distance, not drama. Because if
yeah.
someone is constantly questioning your hustle, it's okay to limit how much time or energy you give them. It's not personal, it's
That's
protection.
right. That's right. That's right. That was powerful. Wow. It's not personal. It's protection.
Right. Create distance, not drama.
Man, that was so good, Kathy. And when the combo turns negative, they can redirect the conversation. You want to just redirect that conversation. So you just say, I get it. I get that this isn't for everyone, right? But I'm excited about the impact I'm making. And I love to say what I'm most excited about, right, is
Right.
I get the opportunity to make a difference. And the opportunity is unlimited. There's no telling what, as I build my business, the type of people I'm going to meet, the type of changes that are going to be made in their lives, and how the extension of life, the quality of life, when I teach them how to eat right for their blood type.
Yeah.
Oh, no, there's no telling what kind of doors that can be open, right? So, I get it. Well, let's talk about something else that we both care about,
There you go.
right? Let's,
There you go.
be
Is there
skillful and
something
just
else you have in
redirect.
common with them? There is
Yep,
definitely something you have in common with them.
that's right.
You're right.
Yeah,
Um, you
something
know,
else you haven't.
that's so graceful. No arguments, no proving, just a pivot.
Pivot. You got to be pivot kings and queens. You got to know how to pivot, right? I know how to pivot, and so exactly. And then there's the internal work. Affirm your path out loud. Uh, when I'm thinking about that, I'm thinking, even saying something simple like, "I respect your opinion, but I'm clear on where I'm headed, and I trust the process and the progress." Uh, that can be grounding. it reminds you of your strength and gently sets the tone with them. When I think about when I first decided to become an entrepreneur, there was nobody in my family that was entrepreneurs. And my mother was very structured, very systematic, probably an AB as well. And she didn't really think outside of the box much. She played it safe. A great mother though, great mother. But she was like, you know, you need to just go get a job. And for most of my life, that was what I heard, and it was so hurtful to have that from the person that's so close to you. But I could be so committed to what I believe. And when I started seeing the success, when she started seeing the success, I remember her being on the phone with her friends, like, "Oh, you can't believe, girl, Kayaetta is, oh my goodness, I can't believe what this, you know," and it felt so good, right? And not that she was on the phone hearing that, but the fact that I stayed the course. I stayed the course no matter how hard it was, and it was hard. I stayed the course, and because I was committed, and I went forth and had those moments of success. Um, yeah, definitely.
It does. It sets the tone. I mean, the fact that you are committed, even though they call themselves, being concerned about your situation,
Yeah,
they're watching. So,
yeah,
African nation, just
yeah,
know that while someone might not respond to your inbox, while someone may not interact on our kind of lifestyle page to the post,
yeah.
they might not like them or whatever, but they are watching. So
They
keep
are watching.
they're watching. Keep your post. I know that I'm not the only person on the line that have gotten a phone call or a text from somebody or an inbox from somebody saying, I saw XYZ and I'm interested. And you're like, my God, I ain't talked to them in
Mhm,
2 years. What are you talking about?
mhm,
Right?
mhm,
I know I'm not the only
mhm.
one. And somebody to reach out and say, I saw your post on such, such, and such. I've been watching your transformation. What are you
Yeah,
doing? What?
that's right.
I ain't talked to
Right.
you. I talked to you about flat belly in 2021, and you just not what? Really? But it's all about time. And so keep doing what you're doing. I love that. And so we can't forget, you got to surround yourself with vision driven voices. You really do.
Absolutely.
Because once you do that, then if they stay connected, if we stay connected to people who reflect the future that we're building, the noise will start to fade. It's really about feeding the right kind of fire, the right kind of
That's
fuel to your
right.
fire. You can't,
That's
like
right.
we was talking about with opinions, we can't let somebody else's opinion be part of our decision making.
Absolutely. I love that you said that, that surrounding yourself with vision driven voices. And now don't get me wrong, I don't love to be around the get along gang and then you just get along just to get along. I love to be challenged,
Right, right.
that devil's advocate. So don't be afraid to hear, like Kathy said, someone else's opinion. But we're talking about negative people.
Exactly.
You can, and I don't see that, or,
Right.
but because when your circle matches your goals, people that are going in the same direction. I love the kind of environment we're all focused on the same goal, and that's a quality of life, making a difference. Reversing the age process. Getting out of off of medicine. So being plugged into this environment is easy, right? You just move different, right? Where
That's
everybody
right.
is ordering this, that, and the other. You're like, okay, give me, I'm gonna eat according to my blood type, right?
That's right.
That's important.
You
That's
know, I,
important.
I think we got to post this in the training room, turn them into affirmations, so we can put them, because
Mm-hmm.
these are daily challenges. There's somebody on the line right now whose spouse doesn't get it, and they're not engaged. There's that person whose sister or brother has that passive aggressive type of personality. While they might not say outwardly that they think you need to get a job, they might say something like, well, they're hiring down at the VA.
Mm-hmm.
Just one of
Mm-hmm.
those stuff. That's aggressive, right? That's passive aggressive, especially if it's near the first of the month and they start talking about where places are hiring. That's a clue. They might not be overtly saying, Kayaetta, you need to go get a job. But
Right, right,
when they start talking about, Lord have mercy, this water bill getting high, that kind of stuff.
right,
That kind of thing. Or
right.
they might say, so how often do y'all get paid over the counter? You know what I mean? It's all of that
Right.
kind of thing. But posting this and everything, I'm gonna definitely post some of the highlights of this.
Absolutely. And before we wrap this up, here's what I want our team to remember. Your vision is valid. Even if others can't see it, it's valid. Every step you take towards your future silences the noise. It kills it. Keep showing up, family. Stay rooted in your why. Why are you doing this? What is your why? Keep that in front of you. And remember, your results will speak louder than their doubts.
Ooh.
So go get those results.
Speak that, speak that. So let's help everybody stay locked in, and we will be unstoppable as we build Akana further in the nation and around the world. Kayaetta, I
Yes,
tell you, yeah, we
yes,
gotta definitely post this. I'm just going to recap what we talked about. Create distance, not drama.
yes.
Redirect the conversation. Affirm your path out loud. Surround yourself with vision driven voices. And just know that your vision is valid.
Powerful. That's awesome, Kathy. That's phenomenal. Thanks for picking this lesson.
All right. Well, guys, today is Wednesday. There's a live event at 1 p.m. Central. Make sure that you are there. Get your guests there because there's the information that they need. I was helping a distributor out on the line make an order, and the person was excited about their order. And when this was mentioned in the conversation, the gentleman said, "Well, gosh, I need to come to that. I need to learn." People are hungry for this information. And so that distributor now has a guest that, I mean, organically happened in our conversation and finishing up the order. Okay. So, how about we do something that Willie always talks about? Let's be intentional and let people know that there's an education opportunity at 1 p.m. live in Chicago. I bet you that those that are on the ground in Chicago know at least one person that they can direct over there or that they can even better take over there and handle that. So, good luck with that. And please remember that this is the 28th of May. You still have 10%. And of course, first time customers still get that 10% off. So, still 20% off for new customers. Guys, our products are awesome. Our lifestyle is awesome. Our
Yes.
community is awesome. So, let them know about what's out there. And remember to go out and have an Icona kind of day. Bye for now.
Bye for now.